Hello everyone, this is Faruk and you're at Revpanda Live. We are at our podcast box at SBC Summit Lisbon and I'm together with an exclusive guest today, Marina Ostrovtsova, CEO of BGaming. Marina, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here and the show is great. I'm great, so very pleased to be talking to you today.
Amazing, and this is actually a long-awaited podcast session. We met back in 2023 in Warsaw, and again, oh my God, you're holding another award. And I even actually made a comment on your LinkedIn post some time ago. Each time I see you on my LinkedIn feed, you're holding an award.
This is my favorite comment so far.
Like, congratulations, really fantastic. I'm very happy to have you here with us today. And as I just said, we are at SBC Summit here in Lisbon. I've been to your booth. Lots of people over there. The traffic is amazing. So maybe you can tell us about your impressions so far about the event and what you have prepared for your visitors and your partners, and maybe about the concept of this year at your booth.
The show is great. So they call this the biggest iGaming show. So I can pretty much relate to that. So I agree. And we are happy to be here with our biggest stand so far, and probably the biggest amount of people that we brought with you from BGaming. The concept is around our viral hit, the Aviamasters. This is like not very standard game. It's a casual but not crash. So everything about in the stand is about this game. So we're promoting this and actually celebrating its 1 year anniversary. So it was launched like last year and become even more and more popular. So all of the activities that we have at the stand, all of the promotions that we have at the stand is about Aviamasters.
Absolutely, I was there, and you even have the demo, and there will be, I think, a draw today, right?
Exactly, yes. Yeah.
Like super lively place over there. So apart from the Aviamasters, are there any highlights or any goals that you have for this year's SBC Summit?
Well, we always meet our current partners just to maintain the relationship, because BGaming is about like building great relationship with clients. We always highlight the new products that we are bringing, and we also promoting our like BRAS challenges. It's also the activity that we bring like maybe 4 times already with us. It's like a promotional tool that nobody else is having at the moment.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll definitely come back to BGaming, but I would like to turn to you, Marina, and I think it's not only myself, all our listeners, viewers, they would like to hear about it. Can you tell us about your journey in our industry, in iGaming? How did you end up here?
My journey started at 2014. I was just looking for a job, just another job, not something special. And I found myself in SoftSwiss as an account manager. So that's how I started. Back then, I didn't know anything about the industry. It was like everything was new to me. What is casino, what is bonuses, how it's work, how it's calculated and everything. But finally, I find myself like at home. I understood how it works and I enjoyed very much. And I was transitioned to the role of the executive director for BGaming in 2018. And 3 years ago, I became the CEO of the company. So that's my journey.
Wow, that's amazing. And what's your background? I mean, what did you study?
I studied in the Linguistic University and kind of innovative management as well. So I have 2 diplomas. And my first job was at the executive regional committee. That's how it's called back in my home country.
And you still continue learning. I saw that you just posted on LinkedIn, I think last week, about your MBA program.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Yes, sure. I started the MBA at the Stockholm School of Economics last year. Very excited for me. It's pretty much hard work to be combining like a full-time job and learning process, but I think it's just rewarding and become more and more clear for me why I started that. So I just come back from Singapore from my Asian week. was very like interesting and hard, and like now I'm battling a little bit with the jet lag, but still like worth it from my learning experience to straight to Lisbon.
Well, honestly, Marina, I don't know if there's any week that you don't have that jet lag experience, because I see that you're flying around all the time. You're going all the major iGaming events as well. Doesn't matter the region. So how do you find that energy? How do you balance this work and life together?
Well, as we call it in BGaming, it's like it's not just a job; it's a lifestyle. So either you love it or you don't do it.
Absolutely. And now we are in Lisbon, and this is just not only a great city to attend an expo, but it's a memorable place for you, because last year you won the Leader of the Year award here at SBC. Once again, congratulations. It is one of the awards that you got.
Thank you.
And talking about the leadership, you just mentioned, some tips already, but BGaming today is seen one of the most creative, most, let's say, fast-growing gaming studios in the market right now. And I want to ask you, like, what is behind this strong brand and bringing the whole talented team together?
That's a good question, and probably the broad answer to that. I think that every company starts with the management. So the growing point here would be probably you need to understand yourself as a leader, and you need to grow yourself and educate yourself. So if the management is like not doing that, probably everything else will be not that great. So I work with myself a lot, and MBA is also like a proof to that I want to learn more. I want to understand more about the management, about the processes and everything. And I also love my freedom very much. And this position gives me a lot of freedom, of course, and I prefer to share this with my team. So I give them freedom to be creative, to try stuff, to fail stuff. So I think they see how I work, and I allow them to work exactly like this. And I believe that's how we attract talents, and that's how these talents stay with the team. So basically, the people is the core essence of BGaming. I very much strongly believe. And this is not just people, and we also care. We care a lot about everything. If something is not working, we will always tell that it's not working. To be truthful about that, not to hide something. It's also about the freedom of speech. So that's how we build the leadership in BGaming, and that's how we build pretty much all the teams inside. And yeah, so this is the essence, and I want it to be like that further.
As an outsider, I can say that you're kind of leading by example. So it's not like, you're telling team what to do and so on, but you're actually actively working in the entire process. It doesn't matter, like in the product side, during the events, even on the marketing part, I see that you're very active. So that's something that I observed myself. Another thing is you really care about the team members. I saw recently, like, you were taking your team to different locations, like kind of getaways, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us about those activities you do?
Well, so, we care. It's like this is one of our core values. So I think it's very much like related to everything that you mentioned. We have a retro about after every event that we have, and after the retro we have a team building. It's like essential part. Like we always book an extra day because the team is here. It's like we work remotely most of the time, and it's a great time to spend more quality time together. So team building is very much a part of the event. So all the locations, we pick some different activities. And not today, after the show, it will be in Friday, we're going to wine tasting. So it's a great location with wine, so why not to try that? So every location we try something different with the team. I think the team loves that and support that, and we can like be open in the communication, like this is work here, right here, and after it's like more leisure, so we combine.
So just to understand it better, you go to events and you just book your time in advance and maybe a little bit longer time period, and you do a team building activity just to like calm down after those rush days. Yeah.
Yes.
And according to you, what was the most exciting team building activity that you have done in that particular style so far?
Oh, wow. Every time it's different. I think when it's most intense, we very much enjoyed our spa time with all the massages and stuff. Everybody picked what they wanted. That was very cool because the exhibition was intense. But I think when we actually do something together, either like go by the car, do something with our hands and stuff like that, that's what's the most fun for like that's what they call actual team building. So I cannot pick one. Sorry.
So it is not just only a party or like a drinking activity, but you're bringing the team together and you're doing something to push even the creativity, and also depending on where you go for the event. So now we're in Portugal, of course, wine tasting is a great idea.
Yes.
Talking about creativity, I would like to actually get there, and I want to talk about crash games because, as you know, it is one of the fastest growing categories in iGaming because it has its simplicity and there's kind of excitement element in it. So BGaming entered this space with Aviamasters, and I see that it is not only a great launch, it's not only like performing well, but it went viral. So can you share with us how Aviamasters come to life?
We have a very talented people, as you already understand, in the team. And one of the front-end developer, he just enjoyed building games when he was even a child. He enjoyed even building engines to produce games. So this was his idea. He had something in mind and he drafted the aircraft, he drafted the ship, and like thought of some logic that he wanted to be in the game. So that's the basic version of the Aviamasters come to life. And then he shared with the product team and we like, yes, we want that. So it's not a crash game. So just to be clear, it's not a crash game. So, and it's like a mixture of something that you can expect and something that you cannot expect in the game. It's very like physics based. So if you like throw something into the air as an aircraft in this case, it pretty much fly exactly as in real life, and you expect that and you want it to happen in the game, and you see it's happening in the game. That's what is exciting for the players to play. And there's also like different multipliers that you can catch, and like the result is also like you need to land. It's very simple. You need to land the aircraft. This is your major job, because in Crash, it's just when you play in Crash game, it's not like you need to understand how to do that. There's different like aspects of the game, and it's probably for the first time if you met the game and not that familiar with this mechanic, it will be hard for you to understand. But this kind of Aviamasters is very clear, so it's you can just sit and play and enjoy, because the only thing that you need to do is to land the aircraft. So this was the masterpiece from our talented developer. He just was creating anything in his mind, and like we helped that to release the game. Now, we celebrate again, as I mentioned, the 1 year anniversary. It's still getting popular every day.
Absolutely. And Marina, you see, there's another reason for me to go to your booth and to do the demo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna do it, and it's really great to hear because it makes the game unique.
Yeah,
it's not going to just fit in the crash game category. It's more than that. So that's amazing. I want to continue with Aviamasters because I've got some numbers. So when you launch the game, you had over 500 million TikTok views and a 740% increase in new players. And this is just incredible. I mean, when it comes to, the views and the reception from the market. So from your perspective, what made Aviamasters resonate so strongly, not only with the players, but also streamers?
Well, again, this is very clear and very enjoyable. So there's something that we placed in the game deliberately and something that happened just naturally. For instance, the colors. This is not a typical color because we use analytics a lot in our game development, and we try to place all the colors, the sound, the animation that we estimated on the numbers that are good for that region or that particular streamers or for the players in general. But these colors were just something that our developer had in his mind. I don't think that he calculated that this exact colors that we have for the Aviamasters will be a hit, but this is resonating with streamers. They are also commenting, you cannot expect the aircraft to be that color, but we like it. So a mixture of something that we placed there deliberately and some unexpected stuff make it very unique for a game experience, and I think it's like that's how it's popular through streamers.
I think one of the key things, as you just said, your team, they love what they are doing and they are already, playing all the games and so on. They're very much, in the market, let's say themselves actively. So it is kind of like they think as a player. So that's how they could actually find those great ideas for
Yes.
the games that you produce. That's fantastic. And I want to actually continue again on the viral part, because we see in the market companies, they spend millions to get this viral effect. They want to have these success stories when it comes to the launch of those new games. And this time when you did the launch, I think there must be some lessons that you learned from the launch, because it went viral and a huge success over there. So what would you, let's say, repeat from this launch activity in the future for the next games? Can you tell us more about it?
I would say we will proceed using analytics. We'll proceed using numbers, because like knowing your audience, knowing the preferences, understanding the preference is the key for any game developer on the market. And I would say that we learned that you can always try unconventional things, and like you shouldn't be afraid, even if it's not worth it. But in our case, it was like a win-win situation, but you always have to try something new. So even if it's like you copy something from someone, that's perfectly fine, but always add something unique even to you, to your style, to your beliefs, to your values. That's how we work, and that's how Babylon, like, don't be afraid to stand out.
Wow, that's amazing. And we were talking about your teams following the trends. You talk about the data, and also I know that you really care about the localization of the games for each region's perspective, the players' preferences, and so on. And we come to this trends topic because I know that yourself, you're really following the trends very closely. So from your perspective, what are the current iGaming trends that you're watching and you think that they will really shake the market in the upcoming years?
I think gamification is still very strong. That's also what BGaming is doing and very focused on. And I think localization as well, as you mentioned, so that's what we proceed doing and building. I think I don't know if it's even a trend, but building like a very close personal relationship with the client might be something like different, because nowadays there are a lot of like game providers, a lot of operators, but the connection is not great. So building the strong like connection, building the strong foundation and maintain them should be a trend and should be followed and supported.
Yeah, and Marina, like there's always something new coming up, and especially in marketing, we love to jump on the wagon of the next big trend, like say the AI or the crypto payments and blockchain and so on. Like lots of things are coming up, but the thing is, some major things will always stay there. So as you say, localization, personalization, understanding data, and so on. So I would say let's stick to the main things, that is really working, and then shape the strategy based on the new things coming up. And talking about the new things, I want to ask you if, of course, you can talk about it. Are there any upcoming projects, anything that our audience should know in the next months or next year?
Well, yes, I can share some. So take again the Aviamasters. It will be the prolongation of the story, and with the addition of a celebrity. So if you remember our cooperation with the robot, so you can expect something to be released very soon and very cool.
Well, I'll be watching, and I'm sure it's going to be a big one. And Marina, you're very active on LinkedIn. Your team is also super active when it comes to your marketing channels. But if somebody would like to learn more about your work and get in touch with you, what would be the best way?
Just direct message, but like with a clear message, not something hello, I'm this and that. Probably I will skip that. But if the introduction is good, yeah, I will always answer.
Oh, that's amazing. Marina, thank you so much for your time. I know that your schedule is super busy, but you allocated this time for us here at SBC Summit at our podcast. Is there anything that you would like to say to our audience as you are here at the show?
Proceed listening. This is a good podcast, and thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you so much, Marina. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. It was a great conversation with Marina. And don't forget to follow us on our social media. And I will see you all at the next Revpanda Live podcast.